This afternoon, thunderstorms expected to move through the valley, causing flooding concerns. Take a look outside. Widespread showers and thunderstorms roaring across the region with the valley in the middle of it all. The National Weather Service reminding people to go indoors if you hear thunder.
Meanwhile, in the Sierra, warmer temperature storms kicking off the snowmelt. Here's a live look at downtown Truckee. Puddles of water on the road where there was once snow just last week. And the snowmelt is evident here. Take a look at this before and after of pictures from viewers at Olympic Valley, in Olympic Valley, that area there. Michael Kenny, one of our viewers, sent this to us. He says instead of a hill of snow sitting below that ski lift at Palisades Tahoe, he instead saw a puddle Friday morning.
And just in, an EF1 tornado touched down in Tuolumne County yesterday. The National Weather Service confirmed this moments ago. Take a look at this video that a viewer sent us from that area. According to NWS, it happened at around 3 in the afternoon near Tuttletown with peak wind speeds of about 90 miles per hour. It took out 2 power poles and uprooted oak and pine trees, but nobody was hurt. Good afternoon. I'm Luke Clary. Thank you so much for joining us on this special edition of the ABC 10 News. I'm Luke Clary.
And I'm Alicia Machado. The thunderstorms coupled with the snowmelt leaving many communities concerned about flooding.
So we'll start with our chief meteorologist, Monica Woods, with a look at the forecast and what to expect. Monica.
Periods of heavy rain coming through the valley. Still some isolated thunderstorms, as you mentioned just a moment ago. You can see near Calaveras and Tuolumne County once again getting hit this afternoon with periods of heavy rain and those isolated storms. Higher up the hill, it is snow. I just checked a couple of Caltrans cameras. So at the summit, we are looking at snow. This is good to reduce some of the snow melt and the runoff that we've been seeing the past 24 hours. But it is rain at the lower elevations. And of course, that is also reason for concern with feet of snow last week in places like Pollock Pines, Forest Hill, and Grass Valley. Today, rain totaling anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to an inch of rain, but it's still falling. We're not done yet. Some of the impacts we're tracking, you can see we've got this flood advisory in effect until 8 p.m. for the higher elevations. A continued snow melt still a concern. Some roadway flooding. In fact, they're saying some of the snow is covering some of the drainage areas, so the rain can't get through. So it's just ponding on the roadways. Also, this flood watch continuing now through Wednesday morning. Rises on rivers, creeks, and streams still possible. And here's the reason why. We don't see a ton of rain coming in early tomorrow morning. We'll see the last of this storm rippling on through right about midnight. But look what's in store for Monday. Huge plume of moisture coming in off the coast. And this one, as I mentioned just a moment ago, is going to bring with it some gusty winds. High wind warning, high wind watch in effect through parts of our region. We'll dissect it all and let you know what to expect heading into the work week.
All right. Thank you, Monica. Lots to track. Meanwhile, authorities opened the Oroville Dam spillway for the first time in 4 years. The California State Water Project tells us this spillway is releasing an equivalent of 8,000 basketballs every second. And there's a big concern for flooding in our area right now, especially after 5 people lost their lives in Sacramento County back during the January storms.
Yeah, and our Roxanne Elias is joining us live in Discovery Park, which is pretty flooded right now. Roxanne, how are first responders preparing for more dangerous floods?
Well, Luke and Alicia, here behind me, you can see the perfect example of how this water can come up quickly. And although it looks peaceful right now, firefighters say that it can become extremely dangerous for people who are around areas of water. Now, already today, the Yolo County Sheriff's deputies had to rescue someone off the Yolo Bypass Wildlife Area. These are the photos right here of the rescue. They had to use a boat to get the man. He was taken to the hospital for further evaluation after he was rescued. Several agencies, including Yolo County Search and Rescue and the West Sacramento Fire Department, helped in the rescue. Because of situations like these, the Sacramento Metro Fire District says agencies are preparing just in case, and they have crews working around the clock. But the ideal situation is for people not to put themselves in scary scenarios in the first place.
It's incredibly serious. We saw what happened in January. Several people died in the Wilton area, right near I-5 and throughout the community. We have the same concerns all throughout Sacramento. Right behind me, you have the Fair Oaks Bluffs and some other areas where homes could become dangerous too.
Sacramento Metro Fire District is urging people to look for any types of dangers around their homes, and they say have a plan ready just in case if you have to evacuate quickly. Now, back out here live, if you find yourself in a bad situation, firefighters say the best thing for you to do is to try to get to higher ground, even if that means getting on the roof of your car, because you want to get out of the way so that you're not submerged in water. And of course, call 911 immediately. Luke?
Yeah, and Roxanne, it's something sadly we have seen with deadly consequences already this year. An important message. Our Roxanne Elias reporting live for us. Thank you.
People impacted by floodwaters in the January storms are not taking any chances this time around. I stopped by Cameron Park, where families were filling up sandbags to better protect their homes. Shovel by shovel, folks filled up sandbags out at Fire Station 89 in Cameron Park. We met this woman who was bringing the sandbags to her parents' property nearby. She says it's already seeing flooding, and they have animals they are trying to protect.
Storms have been rough, so we're trying to shore up. The barn is currently flooding where the horses are. So there's miniature horses, 2 miniature horses and a big one. So we're trying to make them more comfortable.
Sandbags, I've got them. Everybody up and down here has them because we flood. I mean, water comes across my yard. You can't see the grass. It floods my fish pond. It never goes in my house because it's high enough, but it goes in the neighbor's house. And it's something that we all dread. And hopefully it doesn't come.
Near Wentworth Road, neighbors put up sandbags to avoid another New Year's Eve storm situation. As of Saturday afternoon, they tell me it hasn't been as bad, but with more rain in the forecast, they're keeping the sandbags up. Communities across the region have free sandbag stations. You can check them out on our website, abc10.com. Make sure you also download the free ABC 10 app to keep up with the latest weather condition alerts, road and school closures as well. And if you also want to see what's happening in your neighborhoods on our air, send us a video to the ABC 10 app and you might see it on TV.